So a very warm good evening, everyone. Today we have with us Mr. Ramanuj Mishra, Director at Career Launcher Sector 62, Noida. With us, we also have Ms. CHAESTHA Dhar, who was our two-year student who was preparing with us for law competitive examinations, and now she has successfully secured a place at one of the best national law schools in the country, NLU Patiala. So I'm sure you must be on cloud nine, CHAESTHA. It's like a dream come true. So how are you feeling at the moment?
Ma'am, there's no better feeling that what I'm feeling right now. And it really makes me happy because it's all that I really wanted after I have been working on for the past 2 years, and finally to have achieved it somewhere or become close to somewhere what I want to achieve in my life. It really makes me happy.
Oh, great.
Okay. So I begin with a very basic question, because CHAESTHA and naam hai, to obviously, so when you actually got to know about law and when you decided to do law in your career?
Ma'am, sir, you will be delighted to know that the thought when I started I wanted to law was when I heard you and Pulak ma'am for the very first time in my school for an assembly we had came here, and we all were really not in a good mindset, like all students. Delhi Public School, Indrapuram, sir.
Yes.
So students come in a very bad mindset when they attend an assembly, they really don't want to attend it, but it really helped me, and it really did give me a point of view to what I really wanted to do in my life, and you both really helped me with that.
Good to hear that. Good to hear. Yeah. Yes, sir, please.
Okay, so yes, so you yes, so that's why it feels good. That's what the project says. If a session, whenever we go to the schools, idea behind and to really tell about the new career options. And CHAESTHA is very right. When we go any schools, we are always afraid. When we see 300 people, we feel like maybe out of 300, 2 and 3 are listening us or not, because they come with a different mindset altogether. But yes, some activity and something. If it is working, that's also one testimony for us. We'll keep doing reaching out to the schools, informing kids for their new career options and all. So okay, so that's the one thing. How do you see, like you said, you have been working studying for last 2 years. So how CL when you came to us?
So CL really helped me because CL was all that I ever did for getting into a good law college. Started from listening in sessions in the school when it was offline in the center when we used to come, hearing to Pulak ma'am, Deepak sir, Abhishek sir, and it really gave us an eye opener, and it was something which I felt like I never lost interest in. That's why I was more indulged in it, because for myself personally, I really lose interest fast in things, but law as a whole I have never lost interest in it, because it's very dynamic in nature, and it has many things to learn about it. So CL is all that I ever did. That's the point. Doing what Pulak ma'am says, doing what you suggest is all that I ever did. It is like I never used my own brain for that matter. I just did what needs to be done. Just the most important thing was just attending your sessions, like eyes or ears open. That was the main thing I ever did. And then doing mocks, that comes with it. But if you are really attentive in the class, I believe for me that personally helped, because understanding something is very important than really ratifying anything, I believe.
Okay, so CHAESTHA, could you also please emphasize a bit on your preparation strategy? I'm sure every student has his or her strong and weak areas. So how did you identify them? How did you deal with your strong, weak areas? Your entire preparation strategy, how did you go
Ma'am,
about?
To understand, first of all, what were my strong areas, I first gave one mock, like without any prep. That was for sure. So that's where I got to know that my comprehension English is better, my legal knowledge is also really good, but my GK section and math section really needs a lot of working. So then I thought, like, maths I can try to do something, but GK is something I can really work upon. So I did my GK with the news canvas that we got, and it really helped me because it really makes away the data and this all the matter is at one constant place, and it's really easy to access at all point of time. Whenever you really need a break from doing maths or your actual studies, you can just go and buffer around in the data and read it as per your requirement. And then I really got to know like English I can work on, but you don't need to lose your constant touch. Like if you're good at something, you need to keep practicing it because you need to remain good at it. But like maths, I got to know the topics which I could do, like time I could do a bit, like distance I could, but mensuration I could do, but rest all I really did not give much head to it, because at a point of time you yourself need to understand what are the limits, and you really don't need to rub it all off like मैं सब कुछ करूंगा, वो जरूरी नहीं है. जो आप करो वो ज्यादा बेटर, अच्छे से करोगे तो ज्यादा अच्छा आउटपुट मिलेगा आपको. सो मतलब आपको अपनी आप अंडरस्टैंडिंग भी होनी चाहिए. You should know your capabilities and your limitations as well. So I knew I could do English and GK and legal knowledge a bit, and quantitative was not my thing. So I really keep my touch with quantitative just for the sake of it, or like I जितना मैं करूँ उतना मैं अच्छे से करूँ उसमें, but the rest you need to be in constant touch with. And GK is really important. You need to just do it a bit. Like आज भी I got a good college, but still if I think I could do a bit more of GK. अगर मैं GK और थोड़ा अच्छे से पढ़ती तो I might have landed somewhere better.
And that's right. Like when it comes to any section, be it LA, be it QA, I always say I need to do that section. Not I don't want to become like a scientist in that domain. I just want to see, can I score marks in that domain? If I can score 5 questions, I'm pretty okay with that. But I'll try to see. But leaving completely and then making a mindset, okay, I'll not do. That's also not good. But again, investing time more than it required, that's also, it's not the right strategy. So when it comes to see, so you talk about, you created interest about law in your school days, and then you pursued it. So any advice for law aspirant, how they arrive law as a career? Because see what you said, it is good to hear that like I and Puluk were there, and then you took law from there. But I think this is not the fraction time. It's not the 1 moment or 1 hour's time where you decide. Basically, you do research, you come out with some data, and then you are convinced about it. So that conviction is very, very important. So first part of the question is how you advise anyone to take up law, and what is advice? What should they do once they have decided, okay, they go for a law?
So like somebody, if they really want to do law, like you need to analyze yourself for a point of view, because being a lawyer, you need to be used to reading a lot of stuff, because that is one habit that you need to cater to and make yourself comfortable it, and it needs to be in your skin, like reading a lot of material and being analyzing it, because that's one thing that's very really important. And then the other thing I believe social is like you need to take it as a point of view, like would you be able to do it? Because at like the moment you say you can do it, you'll try your every single bit, but if you are doing it for the sake of it, it really does not matter. And for someone who really wants to become a lawyer, they need to get into a habit of reading. They need to like reading, and they really need to have a lot of strength in they need to have a lot of space in their brain so that they can feed a lot of things, because law is not a subject that keeps on changing. You need to keep the past data and the past knowledge that you have, and then then use the past and the present knowledge that you are catering day to day. So you need to have a good memory, or like you can say you need to analyze everything very well, and you need to not be forgetful of the things that you are doing in the past and then starting with a new future.
Right. Okay, so Chishta, my next question for you is, I mean, when you joined Career Launcher, you were in your 11th grade. 11th in comparison to 12th, comparatively is an easier year to manage. But as soon as you moved to 12th grade, of course, things started becoming difficult. And of course, in 11th grade, there was no corona. 12th May, it all came, and there was this transition and then online mode, plus managing a lot of things and dates being very uncertain. Nahi pata kab re-boards hone wala hai, kab boards hone wala hai. With all of that, I really want to know, we really want to know, how did you balance school with law competitive examinations? How did you take out time for both? And, school mein bhi you performed really, really well with a very good percentage. And yahan pe bhi, you've gotten into one of the best national law schools of the country. So how did you balance both? If you could let our students and viewers know about the same, that should be great.
Ma'am, balance, I guess balance is definitely important, but I also think like you do need to have a mindset that I want to do it. Because
Right.
like balancing, it does not really matter. I'll say I'll do 6 hours of this and 6 hours of that. That's really not giving, that is not really important that it's gonna give me an output. But it really depends, like the amount of time you give on legal or your law work or the CL studies, it needs to be productive. You can't just be lagging, like I did 6 hours of my school studies, now I have 6 hours, so I am tired, but I still do the CL study, but it's not going to be any productive. I need to have a healthy mindset, and I really need to be like, if I like, for me myself, I did my regular school studies 5 days a week, but Saturday and Sunday I had my CL coaching, and that were the 2 days I totally gave up to my law studies. So that
Right.
was my point of view. But like at the when the dates were coming close, then I really need to start, because school studies are not that important. Everybody scores well and they really want to score in board, so you need to do it in the time where you it's not that important, I believe. Because uh, I believe that the school studies for a student who's pursuing law is not, the board percentage really does not matter, because you need to pass, that's it. But definitely you need a good percentage to tell to your people.
Yes, yes.
That's really important. So
So,
keeping that in my mind, and because the college I'll get, that's not for the board percentage, that's from the CLAT percent marks that I'll have. So I need to keep that in my mind. So that was my mindset. Because like whenever I'm in a good mood of studying, I really used to just go through the contract and thoughts and just read through it. Because for me personally, law is legal point of view of law, like the CL studies, it really interests me because it's something new. And like and the school books, they're really the same things you go through again and again and again. So for me, 5 days, I in the start I did 5 days of school studies and 2 days of the CL. But when the CLAT date came closer, then my focus was on CLAT, like studying the GK in the day, and then trying to do some maths questions if I can complete it, and try to have a solution for it. And then definitely giving, I used to, I wouldn't say I gave mocks every day, but like in a week I used to give mocks according to me, whether it will be consecutive or like 3 days after. But with mocks are really important, because I believe that not for the marks, I believe, but definitely for your time, controlling your time. Because
Right, ma'am.
150 questions, they really, you need to have a kick for that. You need to be used to it. I won't say scoring is important, but going through those 150 questions in 2 hours, and then that's the main part. Because accuracy, if you know it, you'll do it, but you need to reach to those certain numbers of questions to actually score some marks. So that's what I did.
okay. So if I rephrase what she
Yes.
said, again, boards are important, but one has to understand the importance of the future planning also. So it doesn't mean you just stop doing something because you are in board. So somewhere you need to balance. When we say balance it, it means you must understand the priority of them. And then rightly said, the moment I saw the glad dates are coming, obviously I invest more time to it. I see the boats coming, I can invest time over there. So yes, and those who balance in both, basically, and this is going to come in life also. But I have seen the people, and we need to learn from basically those who are from see engineering and medical entrance examination kids. What they do, they prepare from ninth. I really want to see somebody from law is preparing for ninth, or creating a plan for law entrance test from the ninth itself. Because ultimately, I'm going to the college which is equally capable, equally respectable job I'm getting in the market. Even I'm making career equal to what somebody is achieving in their goals. But I think what we need more focus, and obviously we need with consistent effort for that. So that is it. Very good. Good to hear from you. And then one thing is be in a joyful mood, then things will then really it works. It
Yes.
works better. Yes, yes.
That really works. No? Hmm. Now, I think if Cheshta, your parents could join us for 5 minutes, that should be really great.
Ma'am, just a moment.
Sure.
She will call from here. So now you can join.
Messaging and technology world, जाना नहीं है WhatsApp
We
करके.
are one door away.
Right.
मैम अभी पैर पे बंधा हुआ है मैम, अभी नहीं जा सकते.
तब भी नहीं जाती चेष्टा. सही बता दो.
So I can make out what Chesta is saying. So only I can just make the lip sync and all I'll make out.
Hello,
Hello,
sir.
sir.
Hello, ma'am. New.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am. Good evening,
Good
sir.
evening, sir. Good evening, ma'am. How are you?
We are well, ma'am.
That's
Thank you,
great.
ma'am.
That's great. So we thought we always call kids and then we take their experiences. But I'm very much sure the joy which with kids is having and what we are realizing when they actually succeed. Really wanted to share that joy with you, and you are equal contributor. We feel like the parents are the one of the greatest stakeholders. So just we wanted to understand कैसा है, कैसा लग रहा है आपको. एक तो जा रही है तो आप कॉलेज में तो थोड़ा वो एक फीलिंग है, बट ओवरऑल शी इज गोइंग कॉलेज.
Sir, last 2 years, more than 2 years, no, I will say the journey, jab se after she did her 10th and then she went to career launcher. So the 2 years have been, we've seen a remarkable change for us as well as for us. Kahin pe, what, she was thinking like she wants to go in law. So with every weekend visit, initially jab offline chal raha tha, and then, she was getting more into it. And so somewhere we thought that she's in good hands, she's in able hands, and madam say we have bothered her a lot in the evenings, late evenings, madam, what to do, how to go about it. And I've seen you in person as well, but the journey has been, I would say, good to bring her up as a person, as a responsible person. And we have been like happy with the way she has been looked after by all of you. That has been remarkable.
To be
Great.
precise,
Yes.
when she had gone.
Chesta can also be in a frame here. Chesta, come.
Ah, yeah, Cheshta could also come.
Yeah. So
Chesta
we
can
just, yeah.
come with you.
ऐसे. So we're just shifting. Huh?
Yes, ma'am, you're saying
When
something.
when she was in school, when she went to her, nursery school, the principal there, ma'am, Mitarai ma'am, she had said at that time, orientation time, that DPS will be a home away from home for them. And honestly speaking, ma'am knows it, I was working earlier also, like I was hardly available, but she never felt missing, me in person. And that has, till now, in 12 now, results also this time have been given out by the school only. Certificates, everything they are having. And same has happened in her professional career launcher. Because when it comes to her professional, that was academics, and now this is professional. We are both from science backgrounds, and that would we have done okay in our, profession. And suddenly, when she said, "I want to have commerce and I want to go into law," there was a lot of resistance from our own family. To this extent that people said, "No way, you can't go for commerce and all this." But somehow I wasn't realized.
It's a beginning, I think. I think that's a beginning in the family. Law is actually going to be a part of our family expertise.
Sir, I was very, I told her, if you are taking commerce, be rest assured that you are going to law. And from that day onwards, madam has holding her hand, and I don't know about other people. I have not interacted, but she's so young by age, but she's hand holding her like mother only. As he rightly said, 10:30 we are having a call. And somehow God has been, kind to her in terms of her education. All the teachers from nursery till now, she has been blessed with Sarasatis, whether it was a male teacher or a female teacher. It is incredible. God has been very kind, and probably that was destined in her life. That she be handholded by the best people. You have to be best person rather than just jumping into what you are doing as a profession or academics. She has been abroad by you all, whether it's DPS, our tuition teachers. The last 2 years have been very critical in terms of COVID. Like Saturdays, Sundays, to hold a child for 7, 8 hours is not a small thing on online. I have been, I have bore down in front of you. I have done a tough job in my life, but handling children online with that, that everybody had lost the taste of life. I spoke to some relative on video call right now, and she's a very senior officer in railways, but then she said there is no taste left in life. To pull back the child within the turmoil, April, May, we all know what happened. And then suddenly we have exams in June and July. Mind blowing. It's all credit to you people.
Sir,
All credit to
I
you
would
people.
say,
I bow down before all of you. All of you.
the weekend sessions, her weekend sessions on career launcher, she would have been, she was like more looking forward to the weekend sessions rather than the weekday sessions at school. Weekends are more interesting.
Very simple reason, sir, because when it comes to competitive examination, it's more of a analysis, discussion, logic. So kids enjoy, but I must say both things are equally important. So when I study, because now she is going to this college, and where the subjects will come. So she need to understand some subject has to be studied in a similar rigor than what we have done in the aptitude side. But yes, very much right. The classes which happen for the class and all, they are very interesting. Anybody likes it. Even I from science, I started enjoying teaching subjects which comes in the class.
It's all aptitude based, so that way it's. Ma'am, we cannot hear ma'am very clearly, na, because of some reason, I guess.
I said we'll she'll continue to bother you people because
CL is like a home.
You have to lead her from the front.
Arey ma'am, without saying, बोलने की बात ही नहीं है.
Yeah, because you are the masters of what she's doing, going to have her first step.
No, the bond with CL remains forever. Cheshta knows that.
Absolutely.
So it's not going to go away कि ऐसे 2 साल हो गए and it's gone. I think it's all. And we love to like call Cheshta for our moot court competition, judging and all of that. So he actually dekhti now she get to do that. So it's a different charm altogether. And of course, that goes without saying, ma'am. बोलने की जरूरत
We thank you from the bottom of our heart, ma'am, to all of you, to pay them, share them, and we have been happy that when the results have been popping in, she had a name in this college, it was so it was like motivation for us on daily basis, something coming positive in the whole environment where 1.5 years has been, the real.
Not much. I would add, when we thought of 2 years, well, actually, you have practically took the whole session to 2.5 years. We were talking the other day कि इतना आपने मतलब hand holding कितना आगे तक आप लोगों ने किया, remarkable.
So party is obviously it's a part of journey when somebody enrolls, but our target is exam hai, so we actually go like this, and that's what we do. That's what our role is. We keep love, keep enjoying, keep doing, and Pulak has been there for law kids. वो तो remarkable है. They are the connection with kids and all.
Making my Friday. आप दोनों इतना अच्छा बोल रहे हो ना. I think my Friday is already soft.
नहीं आप मैम, you are 24/7. To be very honest, you are switched on 24/7, and I would say you have to give us an opportunity to come and celebrate with you.
So pleasure will be ours. Pleasure will be ours. नहीं, but then yes, I remember sir and ma'am, and like sir ma'am से मेरी ज्यादा बात होती थी. So they were all anxious कि कैसे क्या college हो जाएगा. Ma'am से तो मेरा WhatsApp पे I guess it's still continuing. So थोड़ी ma'am worried रहती थी कि ये college ma'am आप suggest करते रहो. But then it's said ना end में जो भी होता है अच्छा होता है, and we so like happy to see CHAESTHA landing in such good college, and of course all our hard work and efforts, they finally paid off. And of course patience is the key in these exams. So थोड़ा all of us human beings हैं, थोड़े impatient हो जाते हैं, but at the end हमारा hard work, हमारा labor, everything pays off really really well. So that ways we are actually glad to see her. मतलब अच्छा है, it's like an asset to the college. मतलब इसके लिए तो अच्छा है, college के लिए भी अच्छा है कि CHAESTHA is coming. अपनी cheerful बातों से ना थोड़ा college में भी she is such a lively kid ना. हमेशा I remember मतलब इंदिरापुरम सेंटर पे भी आती थी. अब मैं डांट रही हूँ कि मॉक तुम लोग मॉक नहीं करोगे. मैम मैं तो भूल गई. I was like मैं डांटू कैसे. So such lively, cheerful people are the need of the hour. So I'm sure she'll be going to college and she'll be adding that spark, and that's something that would bring life. So yeah. मैम आपकी आवाज थोड़ी चली गई.
I think वो throughout pass करना पड़ेगा.
Right.
Teachers there also are very nice in Patiala.
अच्छा, Patiala, yeah.
VC sir, he had a PTM with us at 9 o'clock day before yesterday for 2 hours. Okay. 400 parents. They are commendable, my God. That's what I said. Our journey has been bestowed with Saraswati everywhere. They're so nice people, unbelievable to find in such a, and she finds them as their own. The way she interacts with you, she interacts with them also. The interaction has come in 15 days. That way, the best thing is there now.
नहीं, touch wood. That's nice to hear कि journey started on a good note, and I'm sure it's going to continue very nicely.
We wish career launcher, to launch many more hundreds, thousands of kids.
You should continue a mentorship program for ex-students.
Yes, definitely. And we be in touch. And I think great. And CHAESTHA, your name is there, the CHAESTHA. So I think keep maintaining your CHAESTHA towards all great learning and what you want to achieve in life. Name always going to remind you again and again. CHAESTHA बना के रखना है. Curiosity is the biggest thing to for the learning. So I think that's what you have. Keep doing, keep maintaining, keep signing like this. Whenever you need, whenever you need help, any kind of, reach out to us.
Yes.
I think we'll try our level best and be with you. Yes. Good. I think.
Okay. Yeah. So same from my end. I think keep rocking. अच्छे से पढ़ो. अच्छी बड़ी lawyer बन जाओ और newspaper में तुम्हारा नाम देखें. We can also proudly flaunt you. So that ways. And yes, we wish you all the best. I'm sure with such amazing, super cool and supportive parents around, you'll obviously touch the sky always. And like we said, Born with CL remains forever. So anytime you think you need us in any small way possible, please reach out to us, and we shall, like sir mentioned, in our best capacity, try to help you. So yeah, we wish you all the best. Do well.
Thank you, sir and ma'am, to coming and joining with us with the joy.
You are our family, sir. You are our family, and it will remain. The relationship will remain. So I remember my childhood teachers today also.
We must plan. We must plan.
Yes, sir. Sure, definitely.
Thank you for guiding us in the journey, sir. And we look forward to more interaction with you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, bless, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.